Nazi free.
Hey, I want to feel the Bern too! Yay! Look, I want to like Bernie Sanders. He seems like a nice guy. He's like a fun-loving, zany old uncle that entertains you at family holiday dinners with his world-weary views on politics and history. And sure, I'll agree, he's genuine. Okay, yeah. Genuinely misguided when it comes to economics. Alright? And I understand his appeal, especially with the youngins. Okay? More than being avuncular and authentic, he's promising free stuff. Free healthcare and free college. Raising the minimum wage to a living standard, no matter how low-skilled or obsolete the job may be. Of course, that's not going to add to inflation by increasing the cost of production and thus the cost of living, because everything's going to be free, yay, like in Finland. No, it's not. Okay? Take it from a guy whose last name is free. Nothing in this life is, not even in Finland. Right? Everything has a cost, and I'm not just talking about stickers, shocking price tags either. Every single product or service requires a certain amount of time, energy, resources, and space to make it real. But healthcare should be a right. It's not an economic issue, it's a moral issue. Look, first of all, healthcare is already a right in this country. Either way, you can moralize issues like healthcare and education until the cows come home. Somehow, some way, somebody's going to have to work to materialize them. Is it going to be you, Bernie Sanders? Or is it going to be some of your diehard supporters in the media who are trying to desperately ease their lily white bread privilege guilt? Look, it's real easy to be generous with other people's time and money while standing at a podium and doling out socialist directives from on high. But are you or your supporters going to be volunteering your time at colleges and hospitals to make them free for everybody? Because I heard you mention the other day on a certain morning talk show that you think we need to remove the ability to make a profit in the healthcare industry. Really? So just remove all incentives to come up with the next medical breakthrough, service, or drug, or whatever. Just make everyone work for moral imperatives instead of economic incentives. That always works out so well. Like in actual socialist countries such as Cuba and North Korea, where everything's free except your freedom. And for anyone out there who's not going to say, well, it's not really free, silly. We're going to have to take the brave and bold initiative of raising taxes like they do in Finland. How about we do something even braver and bolder and responsibly manage the money that's already being collected in taxes? Why is that idea never on the table with you pseudo-intellectual socialist blowhards? Why can't government officials responsibly manage the money they already collect, the way most of us taxpayers are forced to make do after it's yanked from our paychecks? Stop asking for more money from the very people you're supposedly trying to help, which are the middle class and the working poor, because we're the ones that have to pay for it in the end. And spare me the crap about voting against my interests. I damn well know what my interests are. And as much as I would love everything to be free, I'm very well aware of the fact that I have to pay for it one way or another, which is why I'd rather do that through the choices provided in a free and open market instead of a one-stop shop socialist one. Well, that's why we're going to have to take all the money from the hedge fund managers and the 1% because they pay nothing in taxes. Well, really? They pay nothing in taxes. But hey, look, I'm not here to defend the rich either. Screw them, okay? Go ahead and tax them 99%. Hell, eat the rich for all I care and confiscate all their property. You still won't have half the money required to foot your government boondoggle socialist pipe dreams, which last I checked comes to the tune of about $19 trillion. But that's over the course of 10 years. Oh wow, what a bargain. Why, that almost makes it free. Look, I get it, man. The way to get elected as a president or governor or any other political office for that matter is to point out legitimate problems in society and then blow them totally out of proportion and throw in a little dash of hopelessness while you're at it. The American dream is dead. Ugh. Okay? Then make sure to find a scapegoat. That, of course, doesn't involve the majority of voters. That's why it's so easy to blame the rich, because the majority of voters are not. But if you do need some rich people's votes, then you could always blame everything on the evil 1%. Ugh. Eh? Or at least the half of the 1% that isn't already bankrolling your campaign and pulling all the strings. Then, once you've got all your class warfare platitudes and cliches in place, you swoop in for the kill. And you make yourself seem like the only person capable of solving all the problems. But make sure to throw in some false humility while you're at it. I can't do this alone. I need you to take action to solve these problems. I need your votes. Yeah. And that's the only action any politician will ever ask of you. Because no one ever gets elected by saying, look, you don't need me.
You need to take responsibility and initiative for your own self. It helps to live within your means. Don't have children you can't afford to raise, and much less with people you have no plans of raising them with. If you're in a low-paying job, make it a point to improve your skills and make yourself more valuable in the marketplace. Stop making excuses and blaming others for your lot in life and go out there and grab life by the balls and twist them to your will. Take advantage of all the freedoms and opportunities this great country of ours has to offer, because the American dream is still alive and well and very possible to achieve.
Of course not. You'll never hear that from a politician, regardless of whether they're liberal or conservative, Democrat or Republican. That's why they peddle victimhood and hopelessness, which in turn breeds entitlement and complacency within society, which further fuels our problems like a vicious cycle for the next career politician to come in and win your votes. Look, I do love something about Bernie Sanders. His marijuana bill that he's trying to get passed in the Senate. I hope that gets passed and whoever's president signs it so marijuana can finally be legal on the federal level and we can generate a whole new world of opportunities to keep the American dream alive.
I love weed.
Me too. Here, let me take a hit of that. Thanks for watching.
Homegrown.